Amazing, 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 our beautiful viewer. We are back, and the session is today. We are with Amatang'u, aka Mzito, Ama Robert Amatang'u, aka Mzito, who is the aspiring politician and really eyeing the West Bunyore MCA seat. Central Bunyore, not West Bunyore, Central Bunyore MCA seat. Na ako hapa kutuambia, tuko hapa kumuuliza maswali magumu kama kawaida, na we hope atajibu. Buda, mambo Mzito, uzito wako unatokana na nini sasa? Pesa? Sababu nilikuwa nafikiria nitakuja nipate kimse kimestunya
Kimewazo. Na mai for Central Bunyore MCA seat. But West Bunyore is
West Bunyore our neighbors, and I know you have friends there. I think I say that because I've had an interview with the West Bunyore aspiring MCA, so maybe that was still on my mind and all that. Yeah. So why politics?
Politics because I've done politics for quite some time. So I think that's where I can articulate my issues well.
But as a leader, you can articulate your issues at any position. You don't need to be a politician for you to articulate your issues or to solve the problems that are in the community.
Yeah, but now in the Kenya that we live, politics has taken its way.
You're trying to tell me hata kanisa inafuata chenye politicians wanasema.
There is politics. I remember there was an election with our PAG charge, and so
things went sour.
Things are all about politics.
So for you have chosen politics as a vehicle to leadership, to help you do whatever you want to do.
And also I have that heart to help people, so I think that's a good avenue for me to help them.
Okay, someone that don't just speak for himself saying that I have had that heart to help people. You can have that heart and the willingness to help people, but have you practically helped people on the ground? Or are you helping people on the ground?
Actually, I've helped people on the ground to some extent. But okay, my journey of politics began in Nairobi, whereby 2013, 2017, I was into politics, but not that active because I was still young. When it came to 2017, actually I was part of the team Arati, North. I worked very well for him, and he pleased the seat for North. But now when I came back home, I think I was convinced to play home politics because I thought it would be well for me to help my own people rather than in Nairobi. So I came back home, and that was in 2022, whereby I joined ANC by then. Then I was youth from Sadia, Viga County. The whole Viga County have been youth from Sadia there. Then we worked together with Honorable Sadia until when he decided to not to buy, because now we were youth for
Sadia,
buying for president. But now when he joined our current president, I had to move. I had to quit. I talked to him, and I said I can't go that way.
Okay,
politically,
you don't align with that. You don't align with that. Yes. We come to talk about that one earlier. Yes. Let's talk about the grassroots politics for now, but we will come to the national politics. And I know you have very many questions to ask. I have very many questions that you need to give us answers on that. So, what are some of the projects that you're running on around the community that you feel this is what people need of the community?
Okay, politics back at home, you can't compare it with
national politics
or urban politics like Nairobi, because back at home, most of the time you get funerals are all over. You find out that there are people who are sick in hospitals, they need help. You find out there are kids who wants to go to school, they are performed well, they are not capable, so you need to chip in so that you can help them go to school and many things. And again, sometimes issues of roads, issues of other things that a leader can chip in, churches and all that. So back at home, I think there are things that I'm doing like for now, last month I had like 35 to 30 to 40 kids going back to school. They have performed well, but they are not able to go to school. So we had to help, like they form groups and all that, and they called for Arambes. We helped them. There is also a church whereby I did some work on that church, like a fence and other activities. There also a bridge that was that our kids going to school. It was so much disturbing to them. So I had also to work on it.
Can you name the bridge itself?
The bridge is connecting Makunda A and Makunda A and the other side of Makunda A and the other side. So it is connecting two areas, whereby now people coming from this side they need to go to
Come for trade, schooling, and all this stuff. Yeah.
going to fetch water, children going to school, you know. So I had to do that.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, why do you think you're the best candidate for Central Bunyore? Because there is the incumbent MCA. Why do you think you're the best choice? Like you should take from him?
Okay, I can't say I'm the best actually. I can't say I'm the best because we are going to the people, and I can't gauge myself, you know. So people are going to decide on who is their best. You understand? But for now, I'm just going to the people so that to ask if I can serve them to the counter assembly. If they're going to give me a chance, then well and good.
But you're not just going to these people and tell them, "Oh, nimekuja." No. You need to you have to present yourself like I'm the best. I'm better than this guy, and that's why I asked you this question. Why do you think you're the best candidate for that position in your community within your ward?
That's why we are doing some projects to show them that you know, even in school we have kids who are preparing for exams.
Sure.
They need to do mock. They need to do some tests toward that exam, so that when they go to the exam, they are going when they are ready to do that one. So for me, I'm checking on those things that are involved, because also you can't do everything.
Yeah.
I want this job, and this job is about county, whereby I need to look on those things that are involved. Those are the things that I need to look at. So like agriculture, like there are some roles that are involved, ECD. Like for example, I've ever done a project of giving uji to our kids ECD at the Maninya Primary School. That is devolved. I've done. I've given out beans. Like the last time, there are people who already I gave beans as seedlings to plant, and I think now they are happy because the harvest was good. So that is agriculture.
Which seeds?
Involved. It is beans.
Bean seeds.
Bean seeds.
GMO or the normal one?
No, the normal one. It was so good. Then also I went to Mukunzi. I gave them also seeds for the Sukuma wiki, and they planted them. They did well. So I'm just checking on those things that are involved, so that as I go to buy, I'm showing them that I can do that one. You know, because if they give me an opportunity to do that work, now because this is coming from my pocket. But now I'm going to the counter assembly to champion for that.
For the CDF funds to make sure that it's working.
Not even I just champion for them so that our people, because on agriculture, if you check on my manifesto, I'm focusing much on agriculture because these people are supposed to be given seeds. And if we go to the counter assembly, and now decide that we are going to give our people seeds, then that will be well.
Okay, that's so interesting. Yes. So what are some of the projects that you're planning to run? Because walking around Central Bunyore, there are things that are not well done. The president talked about rural electrification that began with the Uhuru. Yes. It began with Kibaki, yes, pushed by Uhuru. Yes. And then Ruto came and said that he will be pushing the last mile. Yes, yes. But looking at Central Bunyore, not every person, a few people have electricity,
Yes.
but most of the people don't have electricity. And that should have been the work of the area MP and area MCA to push for their people to get that electricity. So what's your plan on that?
Okay, first of all, electricity is not devolved. Electricity is under national government.
Sure.
So there is nothing an MCA can do on electricity. The only thing I can do for my people, if I'm elected, is either I can do street lights for them. Like where there is a market, I can put lights.
Ngoja kwanza mheshimiwa.
Yes.
So how will the street lights help a child who wants to study at night na amalize homework yake aende shuleni? You want to give me that example of, there's another example that we saw online. I don't know if it's in Kenya where there's another very young boy who went on the street to start using the street light because at home hakuna mafuta na hakuna stima. So is that what you're trying to explain to us?
No, I'm trying to explain to you. I want us to focus on devolved functions, whereby electricity is not devolved. It is under the MP, the area MP.
And that's why I started with the area MP,
Yes.
who needs to champion for it. But you as an MCA, you need to know that your people are not powered. So how do you talk to the area MP who goes with the whatever national government projects and all that to come and try and help these people down here?
I can talk to him, yes, but the point is, also these things goes with the budget. So once the budget is there, like I can see, for example, I can see there are people who doesn't have electricity, yes, but it is in progress. You understand? But I want us to talk about devolved because markets are devolved functions. So giving them light, I'm giving those mama mboga light so that instead of them closing their business at 7, they can extend. But with the electricity now, we comply with the area MCA, then talk about it. Then now people get that electricity.
That's the area MP. That's the area MP.
Yes, area MP.
Okay, it's right. What you're saying is right. And there is someone who was asking a question over here. Okay, tell me, he's asking that you tell them any market within Central Bunyore that closes at 9, that people are still buying till late, that they need the street lights for them to continue selling their stuff. The Mamboga to continue selling their stuff.
Which is closing late. Which is closing late.
But it's electrified.
It's electrified, yes. But sometimes also you need to add them more. Like we need to go to solar and all that. Because it's there, yes, but also, everything needs a backup.
Sure.
So we can give them a backup of what they have.
You talk like someone who has a deal with a solar company.
Not really.
Or am I being tough? So that is number one. And let's talk about schools within Central Bunyore. Yes. We have schools that are doing good, we have schools that are doing bad. What are you going to do as an area MCA? You tell me it's not a devolved function too.
Okay. Also,
education is not a devolved function.
So we can help our kids because we are putting a foundation from there, from the kids of this city. So if we put a foundation whereby these kids have good uniforms, these kids are able to get uji, as in feeding program for these kids is okay, they will feel a school is a safer place for them. And because it's a foundation from there, now as a community or area leaders, we can now come together to make sure that it proceeds to other classes.
So from ECD, they are getting lunch at school, maybe 10 a.m. muji, and then you're sure they're getting lunch going back home when they're so mtoto akilala na ndala akijua nataka niende shule niende nikunywe. So
you remember when Moi introduced
maziwa ya Moi. Hatukuwa nataka kosa kwenda shule.
Wanted to go to school. At my age, I was not that big enough to go to school, but I was admiring to go to school because
kwenda kunywa maziwa ya Moi.
Yes.
Uje kunywa maziwa ya Moi?
Sikunywa, lakini nilikunywa kwa sababu nilienda mapema.
Hey bro. Yes. Okay, sawa. Wacha siwe tukunywa maziwa ya Moi. Tukue na vipara sababu tumeishi dunia mingi sana. So apart from that, what else are you going to do? Because I believe talents begin within the villages and the communities.
Yes.
So let's talk about talent development within Central Bunyore. I know there are very many artists in Central Bunyore, musicians in Central Bunyore, guys who can draw in Central Bunyore, but they don't have that support that they need for them to get to the next level. So what are you planning to do for these people?
Okay, we shall have a youth program whereby as we empower our youth with agriculture, as in wakitoka shambani wanaweza ingia studio. So tutafanya bidii tuone kama kwa pesa, maana unajua county kuna pesa ambayo inatoka annually and within that budget. So we can figure around and see if within that budget, because now mostly it was ECD, but I'm so grateful, to give credit where it deserves, because now my area MCA has done super well on ECD issues. So it maybe that money we can now put it in other projects whereby studios are also good for our young people.
Now, if you say that your area MCA has done good when it comes to ECD,
Yes.
what do you think you're going to do better than him now in the same sector?
Actually, I'm not. I'm going to do as Muzito, because for him, he focused on making sure that ECDs are done, and other things and other things. But remember, also I have a manifesto. So for him, maybe he was looking on his manifesto to make sure that he has fulfilled the promises within the manifesto. So I have my own manifesto also, whereby I'll be looking at it to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do for Central.
Okay, sawa. He has more knowledge on the same. Yes. Akikuja kwa ground, mumuulize hii maswali. Yes. Sawa. Na afanye vile tunataka. We remain to be at the same place. Keep watching Alan Hoy TV, Safari TV and Safari Radio International. Na usikose kumfollow on all his social media platforms. Anaitwa Robert Amatang'u aka Mzito. Yes. Ama Robert Amatang'u Mzito. Robert Amatang'u Mzito, mfollow. Muulize hiyo maswali yote. Chenye atakujibu tuambie, sisi tutakuja kumuuliza on your behalf na atafanya nini, atakujibu. You follow me on all my socials, that is Alan Hoy, Alan Hoy, Alan Hoy everywhere, and you follow Safari TV on all socials as Safari TV, Safari TV, Safari TV International, Safari Radio International. It has been your host Alan. Until next time we meet, same time, same place.